So why are we here? Well, we're here to represent a much larger leadership team in actually taking the brave step of replanting from Dawlish Christian Fellowship into Hope Church.
And the vision is simply this: more people, more like Jesus in more places. And the vehicle to deliver that is threefold. It's still pie, replanting as Hope Church, planting micro churches, and sowing missional communities. All equally valid, all equally important. And each one of them with its own expression of up, in and out. So there'll be missional expressions within Hope Church, and there'll be discipleship happening in missional communities, and every other possible combination.
It's great. And again, the key word is and. As we look through this, we are doing this and this and this, and it allows people to be able to serve in accordance with their character, their competence and their calling, whether it's in the main Hope Church, whether it's in micro church, missional communities, whether it's within specific target or interest group. This is this pie thing. We all have a slice of the pie that we can operate in, but when you cut through that, when you slice through that pie, the ingredients are the same. That's the thing that holds us together as family as we move forward. And as we say, we want everyone to get hold of this, everyone to look at where they fit in, where they feel that they can best serve Jesus in a particular slice of pie. And all we ask is that you pray about that, you have a chat with the church leadership team, and we can explore really where best you can serve and fit in. And we had this wonderful prophetic picture really from Shirley, nearly 2 years ago, which was talking about hope overflowing, joy unspeakable, and a peace that passes all understanding. And we'll know that we've got this right, because these are outcomes. We will have hope overflowing, we will have joy unspeakable, and we will have a peace that passes all understanding. So nothing changes in the vision, nothing changes in the vehicle.
So I'm sensing some real excitement here. What's proposed for the next few months?
Well, as a team and as a church, we're going to rise to the challenge. So a little bit like when Joshua and Caleb, when we were about to cross over that Jordan, that they really felt that level of courage and positivity rise up. And that's what we really need as a church. So Mark, SLT, what's happening?
Well, here's what we're proposing. We're proposing to lead by example and go first on replanting the SLT. So the proposal is on Good Friday this year. The entire SLT, with complete agreement, disbands itself. We all step down. And then the four of us, me and Guy with Hazel and Joe, come in as interim elders for the transition period. Joe and I would cover mobilisation of the Hope Centre, missional communities, rock and all that stuff that's out. Between them, Hazel and Guy would cover the teaching programme, emergency pastoral care, discipleship, everything that's needed to get the church happening on a Sunday. But here's the thing, this isn't just about us. We need to refocus our existing teams. It's all hands on deck, folks, it really is.
During this interim period, the trustees are going to remain the same, so there's no change there. And also Cecilia's role as church administrator will also be unchanged. However, picking up the point of all hands on deck, we are going to be looking at the activity for deacons, and we are going to be refocusing what they're doing. So from Good Friday, just like the SLT, the diaconate will be standing down as a group, and they will be deployed to specific roles to either mobilise the Hope Centre or to support Sunday gatherings and emergency pastoral care and maybe some day-to-day running items within the church itself.
And being proposed from the 2nd of October, from Harvest Sunday onwards, is this focus on growth. So a very pie-like structure moving forward under the oversight of a team of elders, trustees, keeping us legal as ever, all gathered around the same vision: more people, more like Jesus in more places. But then two new leadership teams. One, Hope Missional Leadership, dealing with all the missional aspects of Hope Church, and one dealing with church leadership, or the internal affairs of church life, which is very vital work. And so we're looking to realign and empower teams to implement the vision. Of course, the role matrix is going to come into its own here, and this is still very much pie, very much both and. We've got some dates that we'd like you to notice here. First of all, through Lent, there's this time to radically prune and cut away, 40 days of prayer, reflection, surrender, and giving. We can ask ourselves, what do I need to put down? What do I need to leave behind? And also, what can I give? And there'll be an opportunity to give both to the building fund for the Hope Centre and also for the general fund for future ministry roles.
And then from Easter Sunday to Ascension Sunday, we're looking at the final soil preparation. So we're going to pick up the feel of it all in terms of getting excited and positive. We're going to have 40 days of thanksgiving, prayer, worship and final preparation, where we're really putting all our focus on getting the Hope Centre ready and our hearts and our minds ready as well. And as Mark said earlier, this will be under the oversight of the four of us, but a real sense of practical preparation. The week leading up to Ascension, so that's Sunday, the 22nd of May, we're going to start a festival week of consecration, which will lead up to Ascension Sunday. Now, what that will look like is that we are hoping to be in the building every day, every evening, doing some act of consecration, which basically means to set ourselves apart to purify ourselves, to really lay our hearts and the building for the Lord's work. So we will be praying, we will be worshipping in every single room in that building, and we will give you more information as we get closer. But we will look to our church opening, certainly as a church family, on Ascension Sunday, the 29th of May.
So as Guy has just said, how exciting. Get that date in your diary. The 29th of May is the official opening, and we're going to commission the mission. What we're going to do here is we're going to start that replant. And if you look in Matthew 28 and Acts 1, you can read all about the commission of the mission. And then we will commission the Hope Centre. And that is going to be such an exciting event. And we're going to follow that through with a festival week of celebration. So we're going to just look at actually rejoicing and praising God for what he's actually done and looking forward to what he's going to do.
Okay, and then we come to the watering. So from Pentecost Sunday through till harvest, we're going to look at launching Hope Church and restarting some of the activities, launch some Hope Centre activities, and we're going to be identifying and sourcing new leadership teams and roles. And then the growth from Harvest Sunday, the 2nd of October, we'll be then looking at commissioning new Hope Church roles, teams and ministries.
The original build budget when we started all of this was £1.926 million. Now, through the amazing work of John and Graham and Barry and others, they've managed to get the revised end estimated cost down to 1.772 million, which is an incredible thing. So well done for that. A saving of just over £150,000. Now, the money raised so far is 1.53 million, and we've got £242,000 to find. Now, there's a little table that comes up here which shows what that 242 really constitutes. Now, we don't need to raise all of the £242,000 in order to move in. We'll need a proportion of that, but please, over this period, let's get back on our knees, let's pray, and let's give, and let's...
So there's been lots of information there. Let's take a look at the key messages. What do I need to take away from this? The vision is the same: more people, more like Jesus in more places. The vehicle is the same: Hope Church, Hope Microchurch, Missional Communities, which is PI. The SLT is leading replanting and standing down from the 15th of April, which is Good Friday. Mark and Joe, Guy and Hazel will form an interim eldership only from Easter to October during the transition period. Contact Mark and Joe for Hope Centre mobilisation and missional activities. Contact Guy and Hazel for Sunday gatherings, emergency pastoral care and other church matters. The diaconate will stand down on the 15th of April, Good Friday, to focus on specific tasks. The deacons and the church then will focus on activities either with the Hope Centre mobilisation or Sunday gatherings or pastoral care. The replanting timelines are from Easter to October, and by October a new leadership structure and ministry roles will be proposed and voted in. The Hope Centre is opening on the 29th of May, which is Ascension Sunday, to start meeting on Sundays. And the funds required are $242,000, which will be less than £100,000 of that in order to move in.
We stand with us.